Robert, the show has like the same tenor of the books, right? But the story is different. Can you tell us about keeping the spirit of the book while making something new and fresh and modern for TV?
Yeah, I mean, it's an impressionistic adaptation. It's not a direct adaptation. A lot of Douglas Adams' work is very specific. It's observational about our universe, about our existence. It doesn't necessarily directly adapt to the screen. Certainly, past adaptations have been debatably successful, and I think Max really, attempted to, well, he should put it in his own words, but capture the spirit of Douglas Adams, and at the same time create something entirely new, something that I think you're all going to be really, excited to see. It's very accessible. These are characters I think you're going to fall in love with. And it still has the sensibility of Douglas Adams, but it's really kind of unlike anything you've ever seen.
Can I speak to that?
Please.
No.
This is just like our meetings. No, you can't do Douglas Adams. I'm going to say something kind of controversial. You can't do Douglas Adams by doing Douglas Adams. It's a waste of time. Douglas Adams, the special and beautiful thing about his books is that you're listening to him tell you a story. It's his voice. The reason Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy will never really work as a movie, and if you love that movie, I don't, it's an interesting movie, is because the devil is in the details. What's special about his work is the details, and there are so many. So anytime you adapted any of his plots, any of his stories directly, any of his characters, you'd be cutting off fat. And you can't do that because Douglas Adams is not chicken breast, it's pork belly. Every piece of fat you lose flavor until you get a bland story about a quirky detective. You don't want a bland story about a quirky detective. You want an electric monk going back in time. You want a bird as a plane, and you want the Norse gods in wheelchairs. And there's no way you can set that up without getting it noted to oblivion. So I was just like, I'm not gonna waste time pretending to be Douglas Adams. Instead, I'm gonna take everything I know from reading all of his books multiple times, and I'm gonna make my own thing that's like his thing, that uses his thing. And the most surreal feeling of my life was them printing that picture in Entertainment Weekly. And for the first time, I was aware that Elijah and Sam, one of my characters, was literally standing next to a Douglas Adams character. That's insane.
It's the soundtrack of your life.
Is this, yeah, the slow, ominous boom?
And now, are we
towards
adjacent to
me?
Hall H? Is that what's happening right now?